Hi. Well, thank you for joining us for some bedtime stories tonight. This is my friend Bernard, who's still wearing his name tag from our stuffed animal sleepover. I think he's pretty proud of that. We're going to have some fun stories tonight, some finger plays and songs, something on the flannel board, and then we'll finish up with one of our favorite Sandra Boynton books. So let's get started. And does it surprise you if we're starting with a book about a bear? This is kind of a twist on a story you probably already know. This is called Somebody and the Three Blairs. It's written by Marilyn Tolhurst, illustrated by Simone Abel, and it's published by Scholastic. Let's see if you can figure out what story it's kind of like, but twisted just a bit. One Sunday morning, in a small house on the edge of town, Mr. Blair, Mrs. Blair, and Baby Blair were sitting down to breakfast. "Such a fine morning," said Mr. Blair. "Let's take a walk in the park." "What a good idea," said Mrs. Blair. "Feed the ducks," said Baby Blair. So they took their coats and a bag of breadcrumbs and set off for the park. Now, while they were gone, somebody came to the door. Somebody knocked. And when no one answered, somebody tiptoed in. He sniffed and sniffed. He looked at the breakfast table. "This food is too dry," said somebody. "This food is too noisy," said somebody. "But this food is just right." Well, he looked for somewhere to sit down. "This seat is too hard," said somebody. "This seat is too wobbly," said somebody. "But this seat is just right." He looked for something to play with. "Oh, this game is too noisy," said somebody. "This game is too cold," said somebody. "But this game is just right," said somebody. And then he went looking for something to drink. "This rain is too hot," said somebody. "This pond is too small," said somebody. "But this stream is just right." He looked for somewhere to sleep. "This bed is too big," said somebody. "This bed is too small," said somebody. "But this bed, can you guess, is just right." Now, when Mr. and Mrs. Blair and Baby Blair came back from the park, they saw the breakfast table. "Someone's been eating my crunchies," said Mr. Blair. "Somebody's been eating my Crispies," said Mrs. Blair. "All gone," said Baby Blair. Well, they looked around the house. "Somebody's been sitting in my chair," said Mr. Blair. "Somebody's been sitting on my chair," said Mrs. Blair. "Busted," said Baby Blair. They went into the kitchen. "Somebody's been emptying the cupboard," said Mr. Blair. "Somebody's been raiding the fridge," said Mrs. Blair. "Naughty," said Baby Blair. They went upstairs. "Flood!" shouted Mr. Blair. "Help!" shouted Mrs. Blair. "Lot of water!" shouted Baby Blair. They looked in the bedroom. "It's a burglar," whispered Mr. Blair. "It's a monster," said Mrs. Blair. "It's a big teddy bear," said Baby Blair. "Why, It's escaped from the zoo, said Mr. Blair. It's escaped from the circus, said Mrs. Blair. It's escaped down the drain pipe, said Baby Blair. Somebody phone the police, said Mr. Blair. Somebody call the fire department, said Mrs. Blair. Somebody's gone home, said Baby Blair. Bye-bye. Come again and play tomorrow. See, he's waving. And there's the bear. So did that remind you a little bit of Goldilocks and the Three Bears? It does me. Well, since somebody was in a bed at the end of that story, can you get your 5 fingers up, and maybe we'll have bears jumping on our beds tonight. Can you get your bed ready? There were 5 little bears who were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. So his mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more little bears jumping on the bed." So 4 little bears were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. So his daddy called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more little bears jumping on the bed." So 3 little bears were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. So Grandma called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more little bears jumping on the bed." So that means how many? Did you say 2? 2 little bears were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. So Grandpa called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more little bears jumping on the bed." So that leaves 1 little bear who was jumping on the bed. When she fell off, oh, she bumped her head. So her mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more little bears jumping on the bed." So there are no more little bears, but we're going to keep on with our twisted theme tonight and have a song that you kind of know, but it's mixed up a little bit. This is called not the wheels on the bus, the seals on the bus. It's written by Lenny Hort with illustrations by G. Brian Ferris, and it's published by Henry Holt and Company. And I'm hoping while you're listening to this at home, you'll join in with some of the sounds that are going to be coming from the song. Here comes the bus. They're at the bus stop, and it says, "Come to the big party, everyone invited." So there they are getting on. Now I wonder who's reading the paper. I wonder who's driving the bus. Let's find out. The seals on the bus go erp, 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 erp. The seals on the bus go erp, 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 all around the town. Do you see what I see on the driver? I see whiskers. Do you think it's another seal driving the bus? It isn't. It's a tiger. What does a tiger say? Roar, yeah. The tiger on the bus goes roar, 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 roar. Roar, 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 the tiger on the bus goes roar, 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 all around the town. Oh, look who's coming now. Those aren't ducks. They have longer necks. So what are they? Geese. The geese on the bus go honk, 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 honk. The geese on the bus go honk, 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 all around the town. The rabbits on the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down. The rabbits on the bus go up and down, all around the town. Oh, Who's waiting for the bus? Monkeys. The monkeys on the bus go ee, 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 ee. The monkeys on the bus go ee, 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 all around the town. Oh my goodness, these are vipers. Can you tell me what vipers are? Are they fish? No. Are they birds? Are they snakes? Yes. The vipers on the bus go hiss, 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 hiss. The vipers on the bus go hiss, 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 all around the town. The sheep on the bus go, you know this one, ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 the sheep on the bus go ba, 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 all around the town. Oh no, who's getting on the bus now? What animal has a black tail with a white stripe on it? The skunks on the bus go tss, tss, tss. The skunks on the bus go tss, 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 all around the town. And the people on the bus go, help, 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 help. The people on the bus go, help, 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 all around the town. I don't think I'd want to be on a bus with a skunk that sprays. That would be really not so good. Well, let's see, which finger play should we do now? Maybe we could cook our hot dogs. Get your fingers ready. I've got my 5 little hot dogs that are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So fold one down. 4 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So 3 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 2 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So now 1 little hot dog is cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the one went bam. So no little hot dogs are cooking in the pan, but the grease got hot and the pan went bam. Well, our next story is by Craig Keyes Strete with pictures by Jose Arguello and Arian Dewey, and it's called They Thought They Saw Him. Now, it's got one of those wraparound covers. And I don't know if you can see him, but this is a story all about this little guy right here. He's peeking out at you. And now you can see him better, at least for right now. He's a chameleon, a little lizard who changes colors. Little dark chameleon crept out of the heart of his winter home and moved up onto a tiny branch. That's him right there. Now rain puddles glistened beneath his feet. The wind blew warm over the walls of the adobe. All winter, little dark chameleon had lived safe and asleep beneath the granary where the people kept their seed corn. But now insects buzzed over bush and tree, and he was awake. Now as he moved on quick, silent feet, he began to forget the sleepy winter dark and felt now the joy in the first wakeful light of spring. With eyes half closed, still filled with winter memories, the little dark chameleon sat on a brown branch and waited for an insect to find his tongue. A hungry snake watched him. The snake climbed the tree to catch the dark chameleon for his first meal of spring. But when he got there, everything on the brown branch was brown. Did you see what happened? Little chameleon turned brown, didn't he? Yes. The dark chameleon got away, said the snake, and he slithered off. And little brown chameleon jumped off the brown branch. His feet gripped the green leaves, and he hung there. His sticky tongue caught a bug. Well, an owl, flying home to sleep, saw the brown chameleon in the green leaves, and the owl swooped down to catch him. But when he got there, everything in the green leaves was green. Oh, that brown chameleon got away, hooted the owl, and he flew off. Little green chameleon jumped out of the green leaves and landed softly on the tan, rain-washed sand. A fox saw the green chameleon in the sand, and with pointed ears and hungry eyes, the fox crept toward him. But when he got there, everything in the tan sand was tan. That green chameleon got away, yipped the fox, and he ran off. Little tan chameleon crawled up on the ridge of golden rock. A boy saw the tan chameleon and tried to sneak up and catch him for a spring surprise. But when he got there, everything on the golden rock was golden. The tan chameleon got away, said the boy, and he slowly walked off. Little winter dark, brown, green, tan, and golden chameleon warmed himself in the sunlight. Snake, owl, fox, and boy all thought they saw him. But little chameleon had a secret. Nobody sees me, he said, because I am the color of the world. Can you see him there? Let me hold it up. He's all the colors. I'm not quite sure how he does that, but fun. All right, shall we get out our bubble gum? Reach in your pocket and pull out your piece of pretend bubble gum. Remember, if it has a wrapper on it, you don't want to eat that, so unwrap it and either set the wrapper aside or toss it in the trash, depending if it's close by. I'm going to set mine right here so that I can use it later. And then I'm going to pop the gum in my mouth and chew it up until it's all soft and squishy, and then we can do something disgusting. So, pop it in your mouth and chew it up. Okay, put your hand out, and when I count to 3, spit your gum, and only your gum, into your hand. 1, 2, 3. And this is the disgusting part, isn't it? Oh, better clap your other hand on top so you don't have to look at it. But now your hands are stuck together with sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your chin. Do you want to leave it there? No way. So let's get it off. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your arm. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your nose. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your back. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your cheek. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your knee. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on mom or dad. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your toe. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Sticky, sticky bubble gum. Time to throw it in the trash. So either throw it in your trash can or use your wrapper like I'm going to and put my gum in it, and then I'm going to throw it in the trash. Now, I'm assuming you've all had your dinner by now. I hope. It's getting kind of late. So if we have a story about some food, well, it won't get your stomach grumbling and grumbling with hunger. This is a silly story called Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast. It's written by Josh Funk, illustrated by Brendan Kearney, and it's published by Sterling Children's Books. So there's, let's see, Lady Pancake, and this is Sir French Toast. Do you like pancakes and French toast for breakfast? I do. Well, deep in the fridge, behind the green peas, way past the tofu and left of the cheese, up in the corner and back by a roast, sat Lady Pancake beside Sir French Toast. It's a rhyming story, isn't it? The leftover friends were as close as could be until they heard news from their neighbor, Ms. Bray. Oh, the syrup is almost completely all gone. A single drop's left, just a drop, she went on. The last drop is mine, Lady Pancake conversed. But French Toast replied, not if I get there first. And like that he was off, and the race had begun, with Pancake behind breaking into a run. Through broccoli forest, past orange juice fountain, they climbed to the top of Potato Mash Mountain. Pushing and shoving, they fought for the lead, Toast behind Pancake, who rolled at high speed. She screeched to a stop at the edge of the shelf, clutching a grapevine to steady herself. Toast didn't notice and couldn't quite stop, plummeting down into jam with a plop. He scraped himself off and yelled, "You're a meanie," as Pancake rappelled down a rope of linguine. She bragged, "I'm the best of all breakfast food treats," then hurdled a lime and skipped over 2 beets. I am, thought Toast, but his chances looked bleak. So Toast took a shortcut down Sauerkraut Peak. Skiing past spinach and artichoke dip, Toast vaulted high in the air with a flip. And nearing the edge, he tried one final jump, but he stumbled and fell way below with a thump. Pancake made use of her seafaring skills and sailed across oceans of soup, causing spills. But chilly lagoons slathered Pancake with muck, and then a fork in the road. Oh, she got stuck. "Don't go that way," yelled a chickpea to warn her, but Pancake sped on and got trapped in a corner. Caught behind dressing, one Russian, one ranch, she squeezed out and started, oh no, a bean avalanche. Toast re-emerged in the vegetable crisper, sneaking up swiftly and making a whisper. Beans were now falling from such great height, some kidney, some lima, some pinto, and some white. Searching for safety from raining legumes, Toast turned to hide, but was blasted with fumes of Brussels sprouts left from an old party platter. So quickly he climbed up a celery ladder. Behind him a lettuce leaf parachute landed. Pancake flipped out. "It's mine," she demanded. Battered and soggy, exhausted and crumbling, too tired to push, they were limping and stumbling. And there stood the bottle of syrup at last. But wait, it was empty. They stood quite aghast. And licking his lips with a sneer that was awful, out of the shadows crept Baron von Waffle. "I got here first while you boasted and bickered. My, was that syrup delicious," he snickered. And with one evil laugh, Waffle slipped out of sight. The syrup was gone. No more reason to fight. Trudging back home beneath layers of grime, Toast said, "Perhaps we should not fight next time." "Agreed," replied Pancake. "As friends, we should share. Hey, look, we can split up that butter right there." And they did. And I should let you know that at the top of the shopping list now reads syrup. And there they are, friends. So you never know what might go on in your refrigerator at night. Let's see, how are we doing with time? I think we're going to try one more. And then we'll go have our flannel board rhyme, which is pretty short, and we'll finish up with our jungle story. Well, many of you know WIllems because of his books about Elephant and Piggy, or you might know his stories about Pigeon, or maybe even Knuffle Bunny. But he does other stories too, and this is one called That Is Not a Good Idea. He wrote it and illustrated it, and it's published by Balzer and Bray. Now, what do you see on this cover? I see a fox, and looks like a duck. And I don't think they're usually friends. Ducks should probably not trust foxes. Let's see if that's true. There's no words on the first page, but I can tell you that fox sees duck and he's very excited. What luck! Dinner! "Excuse me," said Fox. "Would you care to go for a stroll?" Sure." And Chick said, "That is not a good idea. Would you care to continue our walk into the deep, dark woods?" asked Fox. "Sounds fun," said Duck. And Chick said, "Oh, that is really not a good idea." "Would you care to visit my nearby kitchen?" asked Fox. "I would love to," said Duck. And the chicks, they said, "That is really, really not a good idea." Would you care to boil some water for some soup? Certainly. I do love soup, said Duck. Oh, that is really, really, really not a good idea, said the chicks. Would you care to look at my soup? A key ingredient is missing. Oh, that is really, 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 really not a good idea. Oh, a key ingredient is missing, said Duck. You! Well, we did try to warn him. The end. Although she did say, more soup, children? So maybe those aren't chicks. Maybe those are baby ducks. But whatever the story, got a kind of a twist, didn't it? Just like when we started off. All right, can you wiggle your fingers? How about your toes? And your shoulders? And your nose? And your elbows? Slap your knees and stretch your arms out. And then get ready, please, for a quick rhyme on the flannel board. Well, one cow is blue. And another is green. Oh, they're the prettiest cows you've ever seen. This yellow cow knows how to moo. And she sees the parade and says, "Hey, me too." The orange cow stands tall and proud when Blue asks her to join the crowd. Purple cow sees the line, and he walks along just looking fine. And red cow is last to come along. He is large and very strong. So 6 cows parade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what do? Well, together they make a great big moo. Told you it was quick. All right, so let's finish up with The Jungle Night book from Sandra Boynton, published by Workman. It is nighttime in the jungle. The moon will surely rise. All the animals are sleeping with whisperings and sighs. They listen to the tiger, see, zoo, ha. And they listen to the cheetah, chee, chee, ta. Can you hear the crocodiles? Snorkel, ooh, snorkel, ooh. And all the little monkeys, well, they go chatter, choo, chatter, choo. We grunt, go the Red River hogs. Rop, ruppet, rop, ruppet, go the green jungle frogs. The dazzling bird makes a long, quiet coo. And the great big gorilla goes hee, hoo, hoo, hoo. But sometime after midnight, the elephant goes snore. And whoever had been sleeping isn't sleeping anymore. But it's probably soon going to be time for you to go to sleep. So thanks for joining us for some bedtime stories, and Come back again next week. Bernard will be here. I'll be here. And we'll have some more fun with our books. Thanks for watching.